I've spent so much time imagining how my life should unfold, that when life unfolded differently, I called it a problem. I imagined that if I worked hard enough, if I was patient enough, if I did all the right things, life would eventually turn out the way I hoped it would. And honestly, I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. It felt like hope. But the problem was, hope quietly became expectation. And sometimes, life doesn't unfold according to our expectations, and that's where disappointment begins. Not because reality is always bad, but because reality refuses to become the future I imagine. When a door closes, when a dream doesn't come true, when someone leaves, when an opportunity disappears, when a blessing is taken away, that's when I become disappointed, angry. Why? Why is this happening? Why me? Why now? Why was it taken from me? And the more I searched for answers, the more frustrated I became, because I wasn't actually grieving reality. I was grieving the future I imagined, the future I planned, the future I fell in love with, the future I quietly convinced myself was supposed to be mine. That is why disappointment hurts so much. Then I realized something. My plans, my opportunities, my relationships, my health, my time, my future, everything I thought I owned, I had treated it as if it truly belonged to me. I forgot that all of it was only entrusted to me. So why should I be angry when the owner takes it back? How can I demand to keep it forever? And who am I to question the one who owns it all? I came into this world with nothing, and one day I will leave it with nothing. My mistake was this. I became so focused on what I wanted that I forgot who was in control. I became so focused on my plans that I forgot there was already a plan above my plans. A plan I cannot fully see. A plan I may never fully understand. A plan created by the one who understands my life better than I ever could. Maybe that's why I've been so exhausted. Not because life is too heavy, but because I've been carrying things that were never mine to carry. The future, the outcomes, the timing, the answers, the things I cannot control. Every endless what if, every expectation, every attempt to force certainty into an uncertain life, and all of it has only made me anxious. More fearful, more restless. The more I try to control everything, the further I drift from gratitude, the further I drift from acceptance, the further I drift from trust. I forget how much I've already been given. I forget how many times I've already been helped. I forget how many storms I've already survived. I forget how many blessings arrived in ways I never expected. I forget that the one who created me is better at planning my life than I am. His wisdom is greater than my understanding. His timing is better than my timing. His plan is better than my plan. Maybe peace begins when I finally understand the difference between effort and outcome. My responsibility is simply to do my best, to keep moving forward, to keep learning, to keep growing, to keep trusting, and then surrender the rest to God, because perhaps what I call a delay is actually protection. Perhaps what I call a loss is actually direction. Perhaps what I call disappointment is actually redirection. I simply need to trust that not every unanswered prayer is a rejection, to trust that not every closed door is a punishment, to trust that not every detour is a mistake. I will still dream. I will still hope. I will still pray. I will still do my best. but I will stop demanding that life follows my script. Because my plans are limited, my vision is limited, my understanding is limited, but his is not. And maybe true peace begins when I start saying, I trust that whatever happens, his plan is better than mine.